I moved into this fixer-upper in a quiet cul-de-sac just outside of Columbus. It was one of those neighborhoods where the streetlights are just a little too far apart, you know? Being a night owl, I usually have my headphones on, mixing tracks until 3 in the morning. The first time it happened was a Tuesday. Tap, tap, tap. 3 sharp, rhythmic knocks on my side door, the one that leads into the kitchen. I froze. It was 11:45 p.m. No one uses that door, not even me. I crept over, peeled back the blinds, and there's this guy. He's wearing a bright neon safety vest, holding a clipboard and a small white cooler. He looked official, I guess, but something was off. He wasn't looking at the door. He was staring at the second-story window, my bedroom window. I cracked the door, keeping the deadbolt chain tight. "Can I help you?" I asked. My voice sounded thinner than I wanted it to. He didn't blink. He just said, "Special delivery for Sarah, needs to stay cold." I told him, "There's no Sarah here, man. You've got the wrong house." He looked down at his clipboard, then slowly, painfully slowly, looked back up at me. 32 Willow Creek? He asked. That was my address. But the way he said it, it wasn't a question. It was a statement. He eventually turned around and walked down the driveway. But I noticed there was no truck, no van, just a guy in a neon vest walking into the tree line at the end of the road. The next night, same time, tap, 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 same spot. I didn't even go to the door. I just watched through the security camera I'd set up that afternoon. He was standing there, but the cooler was gone. He just had the clipboard. He stood perfectly still for 10 minutes, staring at the doorbell camera like he knew I was watching. Then he leaned in and whispered, "Sarah's not coming home, is she?" I called the cops, but by the time they rolled up, the street was a graveyard, empty. They told me it was probably a casing tactic, criminals pretending to be delivery drivers to see who's home. But that didn't explain the third night. I'd stayed at a buddy's place, but I kept the app open on my phone. At midnight, my motion alert went off. It wasn't the side door this time. The camera showed the guy,
No vest, no clipboard.
just standing in the middle of my backyard. He was looking up at my bedroom window again, and he started climbing the trellis. I watched in total horror as he reached the ledge, tried the glass and realized it was locked. He sat there, on the roof, for 3 hours, just waiting. The police caught him 2 towns over a week later. Turns out he was a former tenant from 10 years ago. He wasn't a burglar. He was looking for his wife, Sarah. The thing is, according to the police report, Sarah had been missing since 2014. I sold that house a month later. Now, whenever I hear a knock, I don't care if it's the mailman or a friend. I check the camera, and I never answer the side door.